నమో నమః అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today is the Saturday webinar by PS Murthy garu. We will talk on Upanishads, Mahavakyas. So let us start the session with chanting Prarthana and then hand over the session to him. You all know him, all the people who are now participating. So briefly to tell, I'll give a small introduction about him. Now, I'll chant Prarthana. Shuklam Vardharam Vishnu Sashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhautame Sada Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Matu Devo Bhava Pitru Devo Bhava Acharya Devo Bhava Atiti Devo Bhava. Om Hari Om. Okay. So let us, it's my pleasure to introduce PS Murthy garu. He is a joint director in the combined state of Andhra Pradesh, where he worked very hard to get the IT companies into Hyderabad. So he is the main force to negotiate with them and complete the formalities well in time and at a faster track. And today's the high-tech city is a result of the hard work done by his team as he worked in IT department of the government. He also worked for central government also as joint director. And after his retirement, he got some extension also 4 years. And now he is concentrating on Sanatana Dharma. And also now he attended our Sanatana Dharma courses and also advanced course. And now he is teaching the students of CCSD course youth. And also he is taking webinars on Saturday on mainly Upanishads. And also he got expertise in Jyotisha. So we had some lectures on Jyotisha also. So let us welcome him and request him to continue, start the webinar, please. Yes.
Good evening, Mahodaya. Good evening, all friends. Thanks, sir, Colonel Babu Garu, for your kind profile. I mean, enlisting my profile in a very decent and humble way. I don't deserve what you have told about me, but still, I have done my bit during my official career. So now I would like to share the screen, and today's topic is on the Upanishads Mahavakyas. So before sharing the screen, I mean, when this, I think screen has come. Screen is visible, sir?
No.
Screen is not visible. 1 minute. I'll just share again. Now, sir?
లేదండి. No.
Aleda. Okay. ఇందాక చెక్ చేశాను సరే 1 minute, sir. I will just try to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sir. So I'll start with prayer, sir, a small prayer. Vakratanda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurme Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvadaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhirbhavati Me Sada. Jnananandamayan Devam, Nirmala Spatikakrutim, Adharam Sarva Vidyanam, Hayagrevam Upasmahe. Sadashiva Samarambham, Sankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam. So I am really happy to be associated with the Veda Samskruti Samiti, and it was my good fortune that I have gained some knowledge from my gurus here, like CSR Prabhu Garu, Vishalakshma Madam, and Murari Garu, whatnot. So all our gurus, my pranams to them. So with the knowledge which I have gained, I tried to make some efforts towards the spreading my known information on the Paravidya to my friends and well-wishers. So this is an effort in that regard. So the topic today, which I am going to dwell upon, is on the Upanishads, Mahavakyas. So I would, because Mahavakya, Maha itself is a mega. So it's an ocean. So I am just trying to touch the iceberg of that, because I know only pebble in that, pebble. My no knowledge is a pebble in the ocean. So I am touching only the iceberg. And Ganesh Tattva, this is my favorite slide. So this I put, I don't want to explain, go into further in this. Then Veda Vyasa, Maharshi Veda Vyasa telling the Lord Ganesha about Vedas, Vedangas, all those things, and he put it on the card. So knowledge is transmitted from ancient ages to the generations by Shruti. Shruti is a listening or what is being heard. So Shruti is Aporshayam, and by Shruti we got this Vedas, Vedangas, Upanishads, Vedanta, all those things. And by Smriti, which is rather remembered, memorized, or minitized, that is the another way of our knowledge transmission from the ages. And they are Dharma Shastras, Manu, Parashara, Yajnavalkya Smriti, Puranas, and all those things. So Vedas are our primary source of knowledge in any field, in every field. If you say right from pin to motor car, what you say, so all knowledge comes from our Vedas only, in our Sanatana Dharma. And we know very well all that is being stolen and emulated by the Western world. And we know history, I am not going to details. So Veda Purva Bhaga is known as Karma Kanda, and dealing with religious life, and Veda Bhaga is called as Vedanta Bhaga is called as Jnanakanda, deals with spiritual life. So this is basic Krishna Murari Gare. I think somebody has shared this slide, so I ventured to put this on my this thing. So these are our Hindu scriptures. So Shruti, Smriti. Shruti, we have the 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samveda, and Atharvana Veda. And then we have Samhita and Brahmana of the Vedas talks about Karma Kanda, and Jnanakanda Upanishads talks about. So we have 10 Upanishads. I'll come into the detail. Then Smriti is which is being remembered and all. So we have under Smriti we have Dharma Shastras, Manu Smriti, Yajnavalkya Smriti, as they told, and then Puranas, Bhagavata Puranalu, Bhagavata, Ramayana, all those Shiva Puranam, Vishnu Puranam, Garuda Puranam, all these Puranas. And then we know all these things. We know we have been in our CCSD course, first level and second level, we have been taught very well about these things. But still, this is only recapitulation, because always Mananam help us in retaining the knowledge. In Sravanam always help us in retaining the knowledge, that is in Mananam. So this helps for Mananam. That's why I'm trying to repeat it again in a smaller way. And then we have the Darshanas. And then we have the Upavedas like Yajurveda, and then all the Vedas, Ardhashastra, all those things. And then we have Vedangas, Siksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Jyotisham, and Chandaha. And then these are the things which we have. And then we have the other Agama Shastras and also all those things are we have. So then, as I said earlier, Karmakanda is a mean to achieve the desired ends, like what we have a wish. Lord Dasratha wanted Putra, so he did Putra Kameshti, he got it. That is through Samhita, mantras and Deva Pradhanas and all those things, all pujas and all those things, Satyanarayana Vrtams and all those things. Then Brahmanas, rituals and all it is done. It is called Aparavidya, lower knowledge as per one Upanishad. And then Gnanakanda is Vedanta. Vedanta is done through sadhana, penance, yoga. That is done by Vanaprasthas and Sannyasis. So Gnanakanda is through Prasthana Trayam, and Gnanakanda is meant to achieve moksha or liberalization or salvation for this Jivatma. This is called Paravidya, which is higher knowledge or Brahmagnanam or Atmagnanam. So this is I put in our computer language. Please don't laugh at me. So Karmakanda, Aparavidya or Gnanakanda, that is the input which we have from our Sanatan Dharma, and we process it through various tools like yagnas or sadhanas and all those things. So if you process Karmakanda, you will get Swargam, and if you process Gnanakanda, you will get Kaivalyam or Moksham. So this is input, output, and input, process, and output. Our professor's field. So, and then we have the Prasthanatraya I mentioned earlier. What is Prasthanatraya? Is Upanishads. Upanishads are, they present the Vedic knowledge, that is the vision connected with universe. Sir, I have rejoined. I think it went off. So I have rejoined again. There is some.
Okay. Okay.
Now it has come.
Yeah.
So then we have the Brahma Sutras. Brahma Sutras are a compendium of 555 suktas by sage Badarayana. And then they concentrate on the entire philosophy of Upanishads, helps in understanding the ultimate goal of life by logic and argument, cause and effect. Then that is called Nyaya Prasthana. So Sruti Prasthana, Nyaya Prasthana, and finally we have Bhagavad Gita, which is called Smriti Prasthana. So they are teaching on religion and philosophy. Everybody knows ethics, efficient living of attitude towards life, and how to solve the life day-to-day problems and all. So it has 18 chapters, 700 verses, and then out of them, 574 have been delivered by the Paramatma, Lord Krishna, and then Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum by Arjuna 84, and Sanjay by 41, one by Dhritarashtra, that is the opening sloka. So this is called Smriti Prasthana. So we have, this is called Prasthanatrayam. So in Prasthanatrayam, we have Upanishad, Brahma Sutra, and Bhagavad Gita. And then Upanishad means, you know very well, that sitting by the side and sitting by the side of the Guru and learning and unbonding or debonding or defreezing or refreezing our knowledge. And then knowledge about what? Knowledge about birth, old age and all. So enables one to approach Brahman and destroy the this human bondage. And then the word Upani means clear or self-knowledge. Upa means very close, and then the closest entity to the Atma is nothing but the Upanishad. That is the Nishchaya Gnanam, clear knowledge. So Upanishads as a philosophy is through a dialogue between Guru and Shishya. So for knowing Upanishad, Guru-Shishya relationship is required. One should accept the other as Shishya. Guru should accept him as Shishya, and for that Shishya should have some qualification, and Shishya is also capable of learning from Guru. That is one more additional criteria required for a compatible Guru Shishya relationship, and it encourages to explore the self, the Vedantic questions also, such as who am I, where I come from, why I am here, where I am going, and that is through our rational arguments. That is through, we know, through Siddhanta, all those things we do these arguments. Also through Mimamsa, we do this. So that is how the knowledge has been transmitted, analytical, in an analytical way, not simply like that. So we know now, if Krishna Yajurveda means somebody is chanting it and we don't know what does it mean, but it has meaning, great meaning. So that is how it has come down in an empirical manner with rational arguments. The Upanishads are taught, and how we get the end of Upanishad Vedanta, how do we know, is to yoga, Sravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. So this is the thing. And then there are total 1180 Upanishads. Out of 1180 Upanishads, we have around 108 which are minuted. Out of them, 14 are popular. 10 out of them are called principal Upanishads, and they are called Dasa Upanishads. They are remembered by the sloka Kena Katha Prasna Mundaka Mandukyati Taitreya Atreya Cha Chandogyam Brahadaranyaka Tadha, on which Jagadguru also wrote the Bhashyam. He alone wrote the Bhashyam. And Upadesha means every Upadesha, I mean, the definition of Upadesha means main Vakya. What is the Upadesham? What ultimately it is deduced for? So that is what is told in the main Vakya. And each Veda, whether an Upanishad come from Yajurveda, Atharvana Veda, Shukla Yajurveda, or Samaveda, wherever it has come, it tries to establish relationship between Atma and Paramatma. So now, out of the 10 Upanishads, or 12 Upanishads, or 14 Upanishads, which are very well understood by everybody, there are 4 Mahavakyas indicated in these Upanishads. Now we are going to understand them, because I can't discuss on them, nor I cannot throw any light. So what I learned, I mean, from Sanskrit, converted into my mother tongue, then translated it to English, I put on slides, and I will try to share that knowledge with you. And you are welcome to correct me at any point of time, and I will take it as my
మహోదయ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోండి.
Yeah. So these 4 Mahavakyas are also indicated or recognized as Mahavakyas in Sukra Rahasya Upanishad. So that is that sloka in that. So, but whatever said and done, we know in Sandhya Vandana normally we chant this mantra. Akasi Tatputam Toyam Edhagachati Sagaram Sarvadeva Namaskaram Kesavam Pratigachati. That means what? Whatever drops coming from sky in the form of rain, pani, water, it goes into Sagaram. It merges into Sagaram. Similarly, whatever Mahavakya is coming from any of the Upanishads, it reaches only, it takes the Jivatma to the Paramatma. That is the ultimate meaning of these Mahavakyas. So before starting the Mahavakyas, before going into deep into Upanishads, I have to, as a mandatory, I have to read the Shanti Mantra. So the Shanti Mantra is, because I am dealing with 4 Vedas, so I need to repeat the 4 Shanti Mantras. Please be with me. So Om Purnamida Purnamidam Purnat Purnamutyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. This is from Shukla Yajurveda. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahi Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is from Krishna Yajurveda. then Om Vajam me manasi pratishthitam mano me vachi pratishthitam avirmavirmayedi vedasyama anistaha srutam me ma prahasi anena adhitena ahoratra sandhadami amrutam vadishyami satyam vadishyami tanmamavatu tadvaktaramavatu avatumam avatu vaktaram. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is from Rigveda. Om Apyayantu Mama Angani Vak Pranachakshuh Sotramido Bhalamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirva Kuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarot Anirakaranamastvam Nirakaranam Me Astu Tadatmani Nirate Ya Upanishas Dharmaste Maisantu Te Maisantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is from Samaveda. Om Badram Karnebhi Shrunuyama Deva Badram Pasyemakshara Hiryajatraha Sthirairangai Sushtuvagam Sasthanubhihi Vyasema Deva Hitam Yadayu Swastina Hindro Vruddhasrava Swastina Pusha Vishwadeha Swastina Staraksho Arishtanemi Swastino Bruhaspatir Dhadatu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So this customarily we need to do this from the Upanishad. We need to start with Shanti mantra. So now I have taken the four Vedavakyas from four Upanishads and four Mahavakyas from supplementary Mahavakyas also I have taken. So eight Mahavakyas I am discussing. So I have tried to put those 8 Upanishads simple meaning in one word or one line, one sentence, so that at least I will be able to understand what I am going to discuss. So first I have taken Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. This is from Yajurveda. This deals with the Atma, the higher self, and the immortality of the soul, the illusion of the duality, Dvaitam, Advaitam, that is discussed here, and unity of reality. So all this comes to one. So that is what this Brihadaranyaka Upanishad has discussed in sum and substance. Maybe I have not taken it in full, please excuse me, but still I tried to simplify to the extent possible. Then Chandogya Upanishad, this is an expansion of the tenets, primary tenets based on Brihadaranyaka Upanishad only, but this is in Samaveda. Samaveda, you know, it is Samaganam, so it is done through a poetic chandas, metered language or metered paddhati system. So this is content is most Brihadaranyaka content, but Chandogya Upanishad is the basic Upanishad which tells about human life, which tells about, this is a discussion between father and son, Yagnavalka and Uddalaka. So we will come later. So, and this is dealt with Atman and Brahman with live examples. So this we will deal with. Then Aitreya Upanishad. Aitreya Upanishad is in Rigveda, explains the creation of the world, focuses on how body and soul are part of the God, how he designed them, how the spiritual journey has taken place, a spiritual journey of a soul on this planet. All these things are discussed in Aitreya Upanishad. And then Mundaka Upanishad talks about, this is in Atharvana Veda, this talks about or focuses on spiritual knowledge as superior to intellectual knowledge. So spiritual knowledge is superior to intellectual knowledge. And this distinguishes between what is Paravidya and Aparavidya. What is the difference between Paravidya? What and where and when the Paravidya, Aparavidya ends and when Paravidya takes care of. So why you should do Paravidya, not Aparavidya? So that is what discussed in Mundaka Upanishad. And Mandukya Upanishad talk is in Atharvana Veda. It discusses about Om, Om Icheka Aksharam Brahma. So it talks about the importance of Om, Mandukya Upanishad. And also, ultimately, it discusses about the realizing one's Brahman, one's Atman. So that is about Mandukya Upanishad. And then Katha Upanishad. In Katha Upanishad, it is also Yajurveda. It emphasizes the importance of living in the present world without worrying about past or future. So don't forget about your Sanchita Karma and Agami Karma. Talk about your Prarabdha Karma here and do what best you can do. That is what the Katha Upanishad talks about, and also about the concept of moksha. Then Isha Upanishad. Isha means Ishavasya Upanishad. That's the full name of it. And this is from Yajurveda and emphasizes on the importance of performing one's own karma, whether it is punya karma, papa karma, or whatever karmas you have to perform it as per Srota, Smarta, Nitya karmas. You have to do it, how to do it, and all this talks about that. And Kaivalya Upanishad, it is from Atharvana Veda. Also, some studies say it is from Krishna Yajurveda. They later thought, whatever it is, it talks about sannyasa as the primary means to practice to attain the gnana, gives various sadhanas of meditation, the various types of meditation, how you can do, whom on you to meditate, whether it is on Saguna Brahma, whether on Saguna, if it is Saguna Brahma, Ekarupa or Anekarupa, or Nirguna Brahma. Nirguna Brahma is formless. So whom you have to do that, and emphasize the pure mind of the sannyasis who have ascertained Brahman. So how they have attained the Brahman, the infinite knowledge, while living, and how they resolve completely into Brahman at the time of their death. Kaivalya Upanishad talks about this. So, and then Prashna Upanishad. This is from Atharvana Veda. Atharvana Veda concerns with existential nature of human condition. It focuses on devotion. Basically, it talks about devotion as a means to liberate one's body, soul from this cycle of rebirth and death and all those things. Maitri Upanishad, this is from Yajurveda, known as Maitraniya Upanishad, focuses on the constitution of the soul, the various means by which human beings suffer, and the liberation from suffering through self-actualization. It is what this Upanishad talks about. But whatever it is, all said and done, the more one engages with Upanishad, one person, a spiritual person, or a sannyasi, or a vanaprastha, or a gruhastha with good deeds, when he engages with the Upanishad, he comes nearer to the divine knowledge. So, and the divine truth, but it would come only finally when it is experienced by one individual himself through his own spiritual work, devotion, dedication, and pursuit to Paravidya. Then only he will get this Atma Jnanam. So these are the 4 Upanishad Mahavakyas. First Vakya is Prajnanam Brahma. This is from Rigveda, Aitreya Upanishad. Prajnanam Brahma, simple meaning is Brahmame Jnanam. And then Sir, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Sir. Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Thank you. You're visible and audible both. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Now my PPT is audible.
No, not visible.
PPT is not visible. Just, బాబు గారు ఇది కొంచెం పార్టిసిపెంట్ స్క్రీన్ షేరింగ్ డిజేబుల్డ్ అని వస్తున్నది, అది కొంచెం ఎనేబుల్ చేయాలా?
Okay.
సారీ. Okay, sir.
Okay.
No, is it coming, sir? Screen is coming?
No.
Not it.
Now, sir?
Now it is there.
Okay, sir. So these are the Prajnanam Brahma is nothing but Brahmame Gnanam. Annamacharya Kruti is there. Brahmam Okkate, Parabrahmam Okkate. So this resembles that. And then next is Ayamatma Brahma. This is from Mandukya Upanishad. This Atma is Brahmam. This is what the meaning of that. And Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi means that you are. Tattvamasi. Tattvam Asi. So that is called Tattvamasi. That you are. That means what? That is Parabrahmam. Parabrahmam, you yourself itself. So that is what that you are. Aham Brahmasmi. It is from Yajurveda, Brihadaranya Upanishad. Aham Brahmasmi means I am the Brahman or I am divine. I myself is divine. That is what this Mahavakya says. And Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. This is the fifth Mahavakya. This is not fifth Mahavakya, but this is called Mooladhara Mahavakya. Even our Madam Visalakshi Madam also said this in her discourses to us. So Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So these five I will now simply with particular slides I will discuss. So first one is Prajnanam Brahma. So this is from Aitreya Upanishad, this Mahavakya, and this is in chapter 3, verse 3 it is called. So this sloka is reads as follows. Esha Brahma, Esha Indra, Esha Prajapatihi, Sarvadeva, Imanicha, Pancha Mahabhutani, Prudvi, Vayu, Akaso, Apo, Jyoti, Ityani, Imanicha, Kshudra, Misraniva, Bijani, Itarani, Chetarani, Andajanicha, Jarujanicha, Svedajanicha, Udbijanicha, Asva, Gava, Purushaham, Astino, Yatkinchicha, Idam Prani, Jangamacha, Patatrichayacha, Stavaram, Sarvan Tat Prajnana Netram, Prajnane Pratishtitam, Prajnana Netro Lokam, Prajnana Pratishtha, Prajnanam Brahmaha. So this is what this sloka talks about. So when I summarize it, so this is what it calls is all luminous and self-effulgent matter. That is Atma. He is the creator of Indra. He is the creator of Prajapati and all other gods. Earth, air, ether. Ether is Akash, water, Agni, Panchamahabhutas, and all living and non-being living human beings. 84 lakh Jivarasis are creatures, seeds that only either born from Anda. That is what Andajanicha. That is what it is written. And Andajanicha, Bijanicha, Itaranicha, Chetaranicha, Jarujanicha, Svedajanicha. So that is what is that either from Anda or from Garbhakosa or came out of sweat. Svedajanicha. Svedam means sweat. Or sprouted from seeds. They may be horses, cows, human beings, elephants, jivas, walking on ground, flying. So all these movable, immovable creatures, all these are Paramatma. Entire lokam, universe is made of him. It is being directed by him. So this is the Prajnanam. This itself is knowledge. Super omnipresent and omni-consciousness is nothing but Paramatma or Prajnanam Brahma, that is nothing but the knowledge. So next Mahavakya is Ayam Atma Brahma. So this is the second one. This is from Mandukya Upanishad. This came from chapter 1, sloka 2 of Mandukya Upanishad. So this sloka says that Sarvam hai etad Brahma Ayamatma Brahma. So Ayam Atma Chatushpad. So Ayam Atma Adyaksharam. Omkara Adhimatram. Pada Matra Matrascha. Pada Akara Ukara Makara Itihi. So what this says, this talks about Omkaram has, Om is pronounced as what? A-U-M, Om, what we call Om means A-U-M. These three syllables are there. So this is, but these three syllables are one element. So like these three are there are 3 quarters of self, and there is another quarter also there, 4 quarters in all. So Om represents the, I think in somewhere in other, I think Kaivalya Upanishads or somewhere I discussed about the formation of Om. Now I am not going to discuss here because time will not be sufficient for me to what symbolizes Om. I have discussed already. But now here in this, what we talk about is the first quarter is called A. A represents Vaisvanara, that is the gross body. So it is the field of waking or Jagrata state. That represents the first sound A. So it is consciousness outward tuned. So it is outward turned. It turns outside, looks outside, feel, think. So all these things, while you do only when you are in the Jagrata avastha or waking state. So then second quarter is about Tejasa, that is subtle body. It is the field of dream or Swapna avastha. So this is represents the second sound U. Second U it represents. This is inward. This is internal reflecting. So this is because in dream you will be you are not. It is not connected with the external world. What you can't achieve in external world, perhaps you may get in dreams. That you have become king, you have become a Maharaja, or you are going by flight and all those things, you are crossing the 7 continents and all. So normally one will not do while in Jagrata Avastha. So it is possible only in Swapna Avastha. So that is the, it represents, U sound represents that. The third quarter is Prajna, that is causal body, which is one asleep, deep sleep, Sushupta Avastha also it is called. So at that, there won't be any dream, nor he knows about his present state. Jagrata Avastha, he doesn't know. Nothing. He is in deep sleep. That is Sushupta Avastha. So one becomes undivided with his body, undifferentiated mass of consciousness consisting of only bliss. So these are the 3 avasthas. A, U, M represents the Om represents these 3 avasthas. While this is the case, the 4th quarter is called Turiya Avastha. That is the true self, neither inward nor outward, nor tuned nor untuned, neither conscious nor unconscious, neither knowledgeable nor unknowing anything, invisible, intangible, devoid of characteristics. So all these things comes our 4th quarter. That is the only blissful stage or phase of life. This is also called as Samadhi Avastha, where everything in existence come to rest. And you are peaceful, blissful, without a second. There is the Atma, the self, that has to be realized. Then you get I am Atma Brahma. So this is what this says. So the 4th state is soundless, silence, beyond underlying these 3 states of and it is unutterable, quieting down and all those things. In this consciousness, both absolute and relative, Saguna Brahma and Niguna Brahma, they become one. Saguna Brahma and Niguna Brahma, they Akara, Anakara, they become one. So they are transcendented and they conceptualize, and it is called the Vikalpa. It is nothing but the reality. So where the Ishvara is omniscient, the indwelling controller, the source of all, and this is the beginning and ending of everything. So he who knows about Om, Om is nothing but Paramatma, and he himself merges with the Paramatma. So this is this sloka tells in brief. So then Tattvamasi. So this is the main what is they all Upanishads put together, they talk about Tattvamasi. Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 6, 8.7 sloka. Tattvamasi means though that you are. Tattvamasi, I told earlier that Paramatman, Tvam, you are the one and the same. So that Paramatma, you are. So this sloka, when I read it, this is from Chandogya Upanishad. Sa esha yanimai tadatma idam sarvam tat satyam sa atma tattvamasi svetaketo iti bhuya ye ma bhagavan vignapayat iti tadha saumye iti hovacha. So Uddalaka, I think I tell earlier I told Yajnavalkya, I am wrong, sorry. So Uddalaka tells his son Svetaketu about this Tattvamasi. This is through Atma Bodha. This is through Atma Bodha by a father to son. Father is Guru and son is Shishya. Then Svetaketu did not understand. He requested his father, sir, please explain to me this again. This is what? Then he has explained. Eva ma Bhagavan Vignapayat. So he requested his father again. Tada Saumya iti hovacha. So again his father replied. How? He replied, gave him in 9 examples. That is what I have noticed, not in single example. But 9 examples I can't discuss now. There is no time. So only 2 examples I have taken. So the first example is about bee. A bee produces honey by collecting the juices from various trees. So, but bee while collecting, it knows which tree, where from that juice has come. So at that time, one can also notice which tree the juice has come, honey has come. So, but when all that juice put together by that bee at one point of time, the juice is juice. No longer doesn't know. So likewise, all Atmas, Sa Esha Atma, they become one. I am the juice from such and such tree, we don't know. I am the juice from such and such tree, we don't know. Similarly, when all the beings, unity in the self itself, they are not conscious of their individualness. So, Tattvamasi, that is what this is told. So, this is one example he gave. This is in chapter 6 and 9th part, 2nd verse. And then another is Uddalaka told his son, Svetaketu, bring some salt, a lump of salt, and put it in a glass of water. So he put it in glass of water and he come tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning came, father, what should I do now? Then Uddalaka said, my son, bring me that salt mixed salt water where you put. So he brought the water. And Svetaketu looked. Then he said he could not find anything because the water, when once you put in the salt, when you put in the water, it got merged itself into the water. Then Svetaketu looked. He could not find the salt. Then Uddalaka said, my son, drink the water from bottom. Take a sip from the bottom. How does it taste? Father, it is saline. Then okay, throw some water, drink from the middle. How does it taste? Saline. So then okay, throw some more water, take 1/4 of the water and drink it. How? Saline. So whatever it is, salt when you put it is separate. But when you mix it in water, so it is, everything is saline. So the salt is there in entire water. In every drop of water it is there. But you cannot see it. Similarly, Sat. Sat is here in this body. You cannot see it in the body. So this is how he has told. So you are the Sat. It is there in your body, but you cannot notice. So you are that Sat. Satchit Parabrahma. Satchit Ananda. So this is what this Tattvamasi stands for. So then next is about Aham Brahmasmi, third one. Aham Brahmasmi is I am Brahman. I am Brahman or I am divine. So after having heard from Guru explaining about Prajnanam Brahma, That is the first one I told. And second one, I am Atma Brahma. And then listening to the Upadesha of this Tattvamasi Mahavakya from Chandogya Upanishad, then the student, after self-experiencing, by knowing all these three, and self-experiencing himself through the spiritual process, he realizes that Aham Brahmasmi. So what is that Aham Brahmasmi sloka? It is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 1.4.10. It says, Brahmava idam agre asit tadatmanam eva etat aham brahmasmi itihi tasmat tat sarva bhavat tadadhyayo devanam pratibudhyat sa eva tad bhavat tat rishinam tadha manushyanam. So this is the sloka. In that sloka, first we will take Brahmava idam agre asit tadatmanam eva etat brahmasmi itihi. Evam etat aham brahmasmi itihi. So Brahma, instead of this that existed before the self, it is Brahma existed before self, and after self also Brahma existed. So knowing this Brahma, you are become Brahmasmi. So this is what this sloka meaning is. So and then second sentence is that tadasmat tat sarvat bhavat tadathyo devanam pratibudhyat sa eva tad bhavat tat rishinam tad manushyanam. So this sloka talks about the Brahman existed either before this, then he knew only his individual self. Individual self is nothing but Brahma. Then he thought, I am Brahma. So this is what this sloka talks about. I can't tell the bhashyam because I am very small. I understood only little, so that's why I'm trying the direct meaning. I'm trying to tell the direct meaning, that's all. No bhashyam, no commentary on this. Please excuse me. So then, after learning these four Mahavakyas in Chandogya Upanishad, there is another Vakya called Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. This is the pet Vakya of our Dr. Prabhu Garu also, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So, even Vishalakshi Madam also talks about Sarvam. This is called Mula Mahavakya. This is Muladhara Vakya or Mula Mahavakya, whatever it is called. So, what it says, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma is Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma Tajjalan iti Santa Upasthita. So, that is the sloka. This sloka says that according to Sanatana Dharma, everything is in the universe. Everything is in the universe, including animate and inanimate objects, is an expression of the divine consciousness or Brahman. So, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma thus represents the unity of all things in the universe and the underlying oneness that connects everything. So, this is what Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma is, means everything in the universe, including animate, inanimate objects, are in the expression of Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma is the last stage of realization towards the absolute reality. However, the realization comes in stages. It won't come one day or in one janma. We don't know when we will get that realization. So that is a process, first through cognitive understanding of the meaning, and then the intuition rolls down. You try to understand and try to put your intuitive powers into that, and then get the deeper meanings, deeper bhashyas, deeper commentaries, deeper ardhas, and then gradually then one comes to understand these and slowly experiencing these Mahavakyas, he'll be able to understand the self. So finally, if one travels, it is the one who travels upwards to unite directly with his own experience of Parabrahman. So Atma reaches the Parabrahman in the upward fashion. So this truth of Mahavakyas thus happens only with the divine experience, and it is the last stage of realization. So it is the ultimate as well as the innermost subject in all beings, and it is one, and it is all in one and one in all. So this is Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, this Mahavakyas meaning. So besides this, I have taken another 5 Mahavakyas from other Upanishads also equally treated as Mahavakyas. They are not Mahavakyas, but they are equally treated. So I'm trying to understand them also. So here first is about Om Pranavam. So Pranavam is from Mundaka Upanishad. That is Om is Brahman. That is what this says. And then Ishavashyamidam Sarvam. This is from Ishopanishad, Ishavasyopanishad. The whole universe is engulfed or enclosed by the Paramatma or Almighty. And then the other one is Tvameva Tattvameva Tat. This is from Kaivalyopanishad. That Brahman is indeed you. So you have realized that Brahman is nothing but you. That is what this Kaivalyopanishad says. And Etat Vaitat. This is truly that. So this also here also you have came to realization. This is nothing but this is true. Yourself is that Param Brahman only. Truly that. There is nothing else. So that is what this Kathopanishad says. And so Aham Asmi. This is from Ishopanishad. I am that. So this is what says. This also I will try to explain in another 10-15 minutes. So first one is from the Aitreya Upanishad. So this is about first one is from Mundaka Upanishad. This is verse 2.2.4. And this is about Om Pranavo Danuho Siroha Atmahi Tad Brahmat Lakshamichyate Apramattena Vedavyam Saravat Tasmayo Bhavet. So this sloka talks about Om, how that Om is used as a tool or instrument to know about yourself or Parabrahma. So here in this sloka it is told Pranavo, that is Om, is Dhan, that is the Dhanu, bow, that is the Villu. And then Shiro, Yaros are Atma. And then Brahma is your target, Laksham. So you hit through the bow of Pranav in the arrow, put in the bow, and through arrow of Pranav, you hit it and reach the target of Paramatma. So then Atma and Paramatma becomes Mamekam. So this is what it is told. So Om is the cause of the Atma entering into the Brahman, but it is only when purified by the repetition of Pranava. That means chanting the Om, 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 Om. You get this without any obstruction. Your mind gets fixed in the Parabrahma. So when that is hit, Atma becomes like the arrow, and with the mark merges with the mark Brahma, nothing but Atma becoming one with immortal Brahma. So this is what this Mundaka Upanishad talks about. This is the another explanatory side. So Om is equal to Atma is equal to Paramatma. That's all. So then Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. This is from Ishavasya Upanishad. The sloka says Ishavasya Midam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tekchena Bhunjita Magnadha Kasya Svidhanam. Ishavasya Midam Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tekchena Bhunjita Magnadha Kasya Svidhanam. So this says that Ishavasya Midam Sarvam. So this world is entire God, filled with God. It is his vision. He is the supreme reality. Tena tekchena bhujyanta. So rejoice in him thoroughly through renunciation. This is the meaning of that sentence. Tena tekchena bhujyanta. Ma gridh kasyavas with dhanam. Ma gridh kasyavas with dhanam. Don't get attached with the wealth. That means which wealth? So again it has been described. Wealth represents esana, desires, desire traya, esana traya. What are those esana traya? Wealth means not only money. Wealth means first putrayasana. Putrayasana ante desire for children, grandchildren, all those things, and fulfilling their desires. So putrayasana, that means attachment to the people or your relation, and then vechesana, it is about wealth, attachment to wealth, and lokesana, desire for various lokas after this jnana. So don't get attached to all these things. That means you get svargam, all those things, indralokam, brahmalokam. No, don't get. That means don't believe and not believing. Don't depend on the yajna kanda, karma kanda. Believe only on Gnanakanda. That is what this sentence tries to tell us. So, Isha Vashyam Idam Sarvam. All this whatsoever moves in this universe, including universe itself moving, is pervaded by the Lord, and then he is omnipresent, he is everywhere. So, therefore, you believe in him, detach from all these worldly things, renounce everything, then you liberate yourself. Don't grab or hold on any. This is one meaning. But Kastavasid Dhanam, that means don't take others' wealth. That is one meaning. So another meaning is don't have any passion for these three types of vasanas. Okay. So don't cling to anything, because of him you are here and you are he only. So why do you bother about this laukika samsara bandhanas? That is what this says. So act without desire and relish the enjoyment of having abandoned the desire, surrender to Isha Paramatma, and then there are no likes or dislikes. You see oneness in Jagat. So this is the meaning of this Isha Vasamidam Sarvam. So then, so this for this an example was given in Ramayana. So Ishvara is not separate from the universe. That is what this to tell this meaning. There is one example in Ramayana. It was given. So Lord Rama asked Hanuman when he met him first. He asked Hanuman, "Who are you?" Then Hanuman politely replied. What he replied? "Sir, O Rama, if you deha buddhya tu dasoham." That means if you confer the status of body to me, I am your servant. Deha buddhya to dasoham. Jiva buddhya to tadam sakaha. If you treat me as you were, as a jiva, then I am part of yourself. You are Paramatma, I am Jivatma, so I am your part. So Hanuma said, and then if you Atma buddhya tvamevam ityevam mama nischyaha. So if that is the case, then I am your amsa. If you consider me as a part of yourself, then I am your amsa. If you treat me as body, I am your slave. If you treat me as jiva, I am your amsa. And if you treat your own self, I am with you. You explain me as your atma, I am your atma, I am you only. So this is the feeling one should get when one is realizing the Parabrahma as self. Because as Hanuma could reply to Rama, but we can't reply to Paramatma. So, but still, we should concentrate that he is the Lord who gave us this, and he is the Lord who takes us also from us. So, in conclusion, renounce everything, detach, follow the sannyasa path, and commit to Sravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Then you will get this self-realization. So, then Soham Ismat Soham. So, this is from Isavasya Upanishad also. This is also from Isavasya Upanishad. So, this Sloka says about Pushanne Karsheya Surya Prajapatya Vyuharasmin Samoha Teja Yatte Rupam Kalyanatamam Tatte Pasyami Ye Asavausau Purusha So Aham Asmi. So this is about Sun Surya. He is the Pratyaksha God. He is the direct God to us. So he is the Pratyaksha Paramatma. O Sun, the sole traveler of the heavens, controller of all this, and you are the Surya, son of the Prajapati, and remove your race, because that Tikshanata we can't absorb that much Tiknata. So please give me the small race, the silent race to us, and burn that contract light, and I behold your glorious form. I must see the truth in you. Then only if you behold if I behold your glorious form, if you contract your sun rays tikshanata, then only I will see truth in you. So please give me the truth, and so that I know what is my hidden self. So ahamatma purushaha. So ahamasma iti. I am he, the purusha within you. Then only I will realize that. So this prayer implies, oh sun god, you are the one who lays down yama niyama, the internal and external disciplines. Let me learn your secret, which brings all unauspiciousness, and reach the realization in which I, the Jivatma, find myself with you. That is the reality, that is the Purusha, the Atma. So this is the Ishvara and Atma integral relationship. This is what this Soham talks about. So then the final one is the Yat Param Brahma Sarvatma Visvasvayatanam Mahat Sushmat Sushmataram Nityam Tat Tvameva Tat. Tat Tvameva Tat. So this is the Vakya here. You are indeed that infinite, eternal, supreme Brahma, which is the self of all, which is the abode of all, and which is subtler than the subtle. That is the Brahma you are. So this is from the Kaivalya Upanishad. This talks about Tvameva, Tvameva Tat. And then from Katha Upanishad, we have the last one. So this talks about Etad Vaitat. So what is this Etad Vaitat? The sloka talks about Evat di Gnanatra Kinchidna Chartradha Yanto Brahmana Kadha Tadigam Udyate Yena Rupa Rasa Gandha Shabdan Sparsancha Madhunan Atenaiva Vijanati Kimatra Parisishyate Etad Vaitat. So this talks about what about your knowledge, Vijnana, removes all the desires, and it gives the sense of life only through Gnanam. Whatever senses your Indriyas are there, those Indriyas, what they give the Rupam, they give the sound, they give the smell, and all that is given by knowledge. Then that is nothing is left. If all that is given by knowledge, then you are in Vijnanamaya world. This is what this sloka says. So believe on Vijnanam. Believe on Apara Vidya. Don't believe on what you see, what you listen, what you smell, or what you think. No. You believe on the knowledge. So this is what this sloka says. Sravanam etat Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. Yaha soyam Devadatta. This is an example. Soyam Devadatta. So how do we recollect? So for example, this is an example given that X is there. P.S. Murthy. P.S. Murthy is very short. So while he was boy, he was short. When he became also, he was short. So how do you remember P.S. Murthy when three other friends met? They'll say, oh, that small Murthy, you know, that Putti Murthy. So that Putti, you know, that Devadatta, that Murthy. So that is how, that Gnanam. So that is how you understand that Gnanam is nothing but Parabrahma. So Sarvam Etat Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. So this is what this sloka talks about. So while concluding, whatever is said and done, and let Harihara comes to you and they try to teach you, Harihara Brahma, both come to you and they will try to teach you. They will become your gurus, instructors, but still unless you forget everything, you cannot establish in the self. You forget about entire this world, entire this prapanchika vishya. Unless you forget them, you cannot merge into yourself. So this sloka talks about that. This is from Ashtavakra Samhita. So I think I have concluded my session. O Lord, lead me from unreality to real. Lead me from darkness to light. Lead me from death to immortality. Oh peace, oh peace, oh peace. So this is the sloka. So I think I close here. Om Astoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrichorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I open the floor for any discussion or interaction or clarifications. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I'll stop the sharing.
Yeah. ధన్యవాదములండి పిఎస్ మూర్తి గారు.
థ్యాంక్స్ అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. There is some little disturbance on the net side. I am sorry, but I tried to. I think I have not omitted anything. I tried to tell whatever I could. So I think Kalnal garu, I will share the PPT. You can send across. If there are
Sure.
any gaps, they can.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for the session. It is a rich information session in a capsule form. Thank you so much, sir. And now anybody wants to say anything? There is no Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. On this topic, there is an article that is coming in the forthcoming issue of Vedavani. Vedavani, the journal which is being published by VSS. This is the 4th issue, volume 1. This will be released in 1 or 2 days. Dr. Visalakshi ji has written this article. It's very interesting. In fact, once you start, you will not leave that article because it is very exhaustive, about 20 pages or so. Of course, double line in Telugu. It is in Telugu. So please see the section 2 of that issue. Generally, this is a e-journal. I will share the link with all of you in 2-3 days. So you will be able to get more knowledge on that.
Sir, I would like to here add one small thing. Madam got her doctorate for research on this. She said that this is the Muladhara Mahavakya. She told me when she met me. So Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, that is what you are talking. So that she has taken as Mula Mahada. Pratibhesh, only 4 Mahavakyas are there as per our general notation. But this Mahavakya is put together all the sense we will give. I think that article, I think, as you said, it is going to come very nice, sir. We will read it.
She is MPhil in Upanishads, and topic is this Mahavakyas only. And also she is a PhD, and this topic of Mahavakya was the one which she has written a thesis on this. Okay, and any other questions or anything you want to add? It is very high level topic, of course, which we have tried to put it in a simple words by P.S. Murthy garu, which is, will be able to be some sort of, clear to you. Now, Rajeshwar garu, you want to ask any question?
Yeah, sure. Namaskaram andi. Thank you so much. It is great. మీరు 4 మహావాక్యాలు అని చెప్పారు, 4 మహావాక్యాస్. బట్ జనరల్ గా మనకి పంచ మహావాక్యాస్ అంటాం కదా. హౌ కమ్ వి మిస్ 1?
నేను విన్నది సార్ 4 మహావాక్యాలే సార్. యాక్చువల్ గా ఇప్పుడు ఈ 5వది ఏదైతే మేడం గారు ఆర్టికల్ పబ్లిష్ చేస్తున్నారో అది 5వ దాని కింద తీసుకోవచ్చు సార్. కాకపోతే నార్మల్ గా మీరు ఇప్పుడు వెబ్ కొట్టి చూడండి, మీరు మహావాక్యాస్ 4 కనిపిస్తాయి. ఏమేంటవి? ప్రజ్ఞానం బ్రహ్మ, దెన్ అయమాత్మ బ్రహ్మ, తత్వమసి, అహం బ్రహ్మాస్మి. ఈ 4 కనిపిస్తాయండి. మీరు కొట్టి చూడండి. ఇప్పుడు యూ కెన్ సర్ఫ్ రైట్ అవే, నో ప్రాబ్లం. నేను కూడా చూశాను, చాలా ట్రై చేశాను. ఈ 4 మనకు కనిపిస్తాయి యాక్చువల్గా. 5వది సర్వం కల్విదం బ్రహ్మ అన్నది విశాలక్ష్మ గారు అది చాలా హైలైట్ చేశారు. ఆవిడ డాక్టరేట్ కూడా దానికి ఆవిడకి వచ్చింది దానికి. సో
అంటే జస్ట్ పంచ మహావాక్యాలు అన్నది ఇట్ వాజ్ రాంగ్
పంచమహావాక్యాలు. యాక్చువల్ గా మనం ఏమంటాం అంటే మామూలుగా పంచ సూక్తాలు అంటాం. ఇప్పుడు పంచ సూక్తాలని ఇదిగోండి ఈ బుక్ నేను చూపిస్తున్నాను చూడండి. ఇది పంచసూక్తాలని
అవును,
మాత్రమే
సూక్తాలు.
నేను విన్నాను.
కరెక్ట్. ఓ
అంతే.
మహావాక్యాలు 5 కాదంటారు.
నాలుగేనండి. మీరు
4
చూడండి, ఇప్పుడు
4 ఓకే.
మీరు ఇప్పుడు వెబ్ సర్ఫ్ చేయండి, మీరు వికీపీడియా చూడండి, 4 కనిపిస్తాయి మీకు.
ఓకే.
ఇంకా
దెన్ మై
నేనేంటంటే
అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఇస్ రాంగ్.
ఓకే, ఇట్స్ ఓకే. అంటే నాకు తెలిసింది. ఇంకా నేను ఇవి కాకుండా ఇంకా మిగతా ఉపనిషత్తుల్లో కూడా వేరే 4, ఇప్పుడు కైవల్యోపనిషత్తుది మహావాక్యం కాదు నేను చెప్పింది. అలాగే ముండక ఓం అన్నది కూడా అది మహావాక్యం కింద చెప్పబడలేదు. ఇది ముండక ఉపనిషత్తులోది. అలాగే ఈశావాసోపనిషత్తులో కూడా ఈశావాస్యమిదం సర్వం అది కూడా మహావాక్యం కింద చెప్పబడలేదు. తర్వాత కైవల్యోపనిషత్తులో త్వమేవ తత్ అది కూడా చెప్పబడలేదు. అయినా కూడా నేనేంటంటే అవి ఆ ఉపనిషత్ చదివినప్పుడు నాకు చెప్పిన గురువులు ఇవి ఆ ఉన్న 18, 20 శ్లోకాలు, 40 శ్లోకాలు 3 చాప్టర్లలో ఇది మెయిన్ శ్లోకం అని నాకు చెప్పారన్నమాట. సో అందువల్ల అవి కూడా నేను తీసుకొని ఆ ఒక 5 స్లైడ్స్ దాని మీద కూడా నేను ఇప్పుడు మీతో డిస్కస్ చేయడం జరిగింది.
షూర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
Okay, anybody else wants to talk about Mahavakyas from Upanishads? Okay, I think now we have done with this webinar. Gautam ji, you want to say anything? Unmute.
No. In short, actually, we know that Tattvamasi, Soham, Sarvam Khalidam Brahma, and the fourth one is just I'm missing. I'm just missing the fourth one. These 3 are Mahavakya, no? These 3 are there, but one more I'm missing just now.
ఏతద్ వైతత్
Huh?
ఏతద్ వైతత్
You know, Mahavakyas he is talking about.
Mahavakyas are, sir. One is Pragnanam Brahma. That is number 1.
Pragnanam Brahma.
Pragnanam Brahma. And number 2 is Ayam Atma Brahma. Ayam Atma Brahma. Number 3 is
Sarva
Tattvamasi.
Tattvamasi.
And number 4 is Aham Brahmasmi. So in the order of priority, when once Pragnanam Brahma, Ayam Atma Brahma, Tattvamasi is known, then you know about, you says Ayam Brahmasmi, that's all. So this is what the sequencing.
Soham comes with the
Soham,
Ayam Brahma means same Soham.
yeah. Soham means same. Aham Brahmasmi is nothing but Soham, but it is from Isavasopan. It is from Soham.
And last one is
Soham is from Isavasopanishad. Soham from Isavasopanishad. But
Sarvam Brahma, no?
Yeah, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, it is from Chandogya Upanishad. Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma is from Chandogya Upanishad. But Isavasopanishad Mahavakya is not taken as a Mahavakya.
And Pancham, which is you told? Pancham,
5, fifth one is this Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, Chandogya Upanishad.
Oh, fifth one.
Panchama 5, fifth one. But Soham, then Tvameva Tat, Isavasyamidam Sarvam, Etat Vaitat, these 4 are from other Upanishads. They are not called, I don't know, they are not called as Mahavakyas, but they are also important primary Vakyas or Mula Vakya, Mula Sloka in those Upanishads.
The ISKCON people, they tell that they are this mantra, Maha Mantra, they told.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
That is, sir, no, what you call is, that is, sir, actual ga Om Namah Shivaya, that is called Bijakshari. It is called Bijakshari. Like what Om Namo Narayana, that is Bijakshari. సో దానికి తిరుగులేదు. దాని తర్వాతనే హరే రామ హరే కృష్ణ ఆర్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ కాల్, గోవింద గోవింద గోవింద, వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ కాల్, దే ఆర్ ఆల్ ఫస్ట్ ఈజ్ ఓం నమ శివాయ.
And another I heard that
Panchakshari
Aksharam
it is called.
Paramam Brahma,
It is called
Aksharam
Panchakshari, sir.
Paramam
Panchakshari.
Brahma, Sanatanam. Aksharam Paramam Brahma, I'm missing one word, that's Sanatanam. This, these actually people repeat in the chant this in mind, and then they get that
No,
particular
what
effect.
we call is Om Ichekaksharam Brahma. That is what we call in our, when we do Sandhya Vandanam in the morning, we start with that. The prayer is that Om Ichekaksharam Brahma. We will start like that. It is part of Sandhya Vandanam.
Or in this, there is a Maharshi Mahesh Yogi, transcendental meditation. They used to teach with different, bijaksharas were there. Sometimes sing, sometimes hearing. To different people, they will give like sing, ring, different Om, except Om. They don't normally didn't give Om because of they used to tell the Om is a very special one. This is the highest one. So the other things like ring, cling, kring, string, these bijaksharas they used to give, and this chanting of these in a particular mode gives that transcendental meditation effect.
Yes, sir. I told
They-
one of the slides that Om is taken only as an ultimate one. Om, just with Om, because Om is Nigunam, Sadguna Brahma Nirgunam. So Om has no
Nirgunam.
Rupam. So first you have to meditate with Saguna Brahma. Then you get to Niguna Brahma. So that is how it has to be done. So Om is only the end. That is the ultimate one. So for chanting Om and getting the self realization, we don't know.
Om iti ekakshara Brahma. This can, it is also a Mahavakya, isn't it?
No, no. Om Ichekaksharam
Om
Brahma.
iti,
Om
it
Ichekaksharam
is
Brahma.
part of Bhagavad Gita.
Part of that.
Om iti ekakshara Brahma. Can it be called Mahavakya?
No, no. Om, that is what in this Aitreya Upanishad, Om was given, is told as a Mahavakya. That's why I have Om Pranavo.
Om
Dhanhu.
itself. Om itself is Mahavakya. Acha.
Pranavo Dhanhu, that is what sloka I read it now.
Dhanyavad, Murthy Garu.
And then,
Namaskar.
thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, Rajeshwar garu.
Sir, I think to answer his question, Om, I guess, is mainly for the sannyasis, not for a grihastha. Please correct me. Sannyasis meditate upon Om. His question is, in Maharishi Mahesh Yogi transcendental meditation, they don't give Om. It's highest form. That is meant for, that is actually for the sannyasis, not for the grihastha. That's what I heard or read somewhere. I don't remember. Please correct me. Thank you.
Sir, one clarification here. I went to Rishikesh, this Dayananda Ashram. There we had everyday meditations in the morning from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. In those meditations, those Gurujis told us to chant Om Ishanaya Namaha. If you sit for 45 minutes, you chant Om Ishanaya Namaha. Then I asked that Guruji, Swami Sakshatkarananda, Swami, only Om should be is not enough. I asked him. Then he told same thing what I told now, that first you practice on Sadguna Brahma, then you go to Nirguna Brahma. So that is the next stage. So that is almost when you reach this, when you cross these three stages, what is that stages? That Swapna, Jagrata, the avasthas cross chesi, when you are about to go to Triya Avastha, then you should concentrate on Om.
Correct.
What
That's
I was-
ultimate state.
Yeah,
That's
this is
ultimate.
one. Triya Avastha is
That's
nothing,
ultimate.
it is
So
Samadhi state.
that's
Yeah.
the reason for sannyasis, they
Yeah.
should focus only on the Om, not
Yeah.
any other things.
Correct.
Thank you. That's why they don't have even Yajnapavitam. Sannyasis, they don't even have the Yajnapavitam. So they just concentrate or meditate upon only Om.
Yeah.
But for the Grihastha, it's the other way. We need to have Om Namo Narayana or whatever it is. your Ishtadevata or whatever your Kuladeva, whatever it is. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much all for the interaction. Now we'll go for Prarthana. After that, Janganamana. Om Sarve Jana Utinaha Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Paschantu Ma Kaschit Bhad Bhavet Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay. Now let us go for Janaganamana national anthem. Request all of you to stand and then sing along with me. Jana Jana Mana Adhinayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindhu Gujarat Maratha Dravida Uttala Vanga Vindhya Himachala Yamuna Ganga Uchala Jaladitaranga Tava Subha Name Jage Tava Subhashisha Mage Gahi Tava Jaya Radha Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He Bharata Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He Jaya. Thank you all so much for active participation.